All right, the Insanity Infinite Ammo Guide per request. Now, before I get into the explanations of the guns I use, we do need to do one thing, which is switch into first-person mode. I will be in first-person mode just for the beginning sections, not for the entire game, just for this intro part. We need to grab this antique coin over here on the steps, and then I'll go into the introductions here. So yeah, this was by per request. I had a lot of people in the live stream, a lot of people in the comments requesting it, so I'm gonna go ahead and make it. Weapons I use the shotgun with the bear charm. I use the magnum with the Wesker charm, and then I also use the M1A with the charm. I can't remember what exact. I think no, the BSAA Charm. So if you're trying to follow my guide exactly, then those are the three guns I will primarily be using.
I'm even here.
As Leon and as Grace, then we'll be using the Requiem. Now, that being said, when it comes to the talks of weapons, you can use whatever weapons you want to. If you want to use Freya's needle as Grace, use Freya's needle. The game does not care if you use special weapons, if you use infinite rocket launchers, none of that. Genuinely, the game does not care. The only thing it cares about is, hey, did you go ahead and beat this game? Did you complete this game on insane difficulty, yes or no? And that's all you need for the achievement. This guide is more just to help with pathing and help to get it done a little bit easier for you. And I would say the biggest thing, the intro doesn't really change that much. I will always do intros just because I enjoy intros. This particular gray spot I don't enjoy, but I do enjoy Leon's beginning intro. So all we're gonna do, head up the stairs per usual, grab the wire, or grab the wire cutters, and then cut the wires open. Or you can cut the wires with the wire cutters on the door, and then continue forward. Head over here.
Shit.
Use the wire cutters. So we'll grab the antique coin because whenever we kill the butcher later on, he'll drop 2 antique coins. And that'll give us the 3 for the hip pouch, and that means that we won't have to go out of our way really at all to get our extra hip pouch.
What?
Again, the nice thing about this run, it's infinite ammo and it's dealer's choice in terms of weapons. Like I said, if you are planning on just following my guide, just make sure that you do just have those charms equipped, because it will make your life a lot easier. And if you have better weapons than me, then your run's probably going to go a lot smoother. Ironically, the most difficult sections of the run, in my opinion, are... Number 1 is probably Hunk fight. If you don't plan on doing Hunk skip, which I won't be doing Hunk skip, but you might see me edit out some deaths, because during my practice run, it took me a minute to figure out the pathing. Now, the Mortal Edge does come in clutch at any point in time during this run. Like I said, if you have the Mortal Edge, if you have the Clatter Carbine as Leon, if you want to use that stuff, use it. The Requiem is really great tool for Grace, but as Leon, it's not the Grace tool because zombies don't die in one shot with it. Pick up this green herb. Since whenever this section's over, anything in our inventory will be sent over to our storage. We can use that later to craft a med injector if needed. And yeah, that's another thing to mention, is that we will be using blood collectors as well too. So look at this painting, skip the cutscene, we're not going to have the interaction with the officer just quite yet. Now, I will not be doing speedrun strats in this guide, as in, for example, like Hunk skip I won't be doing. Okay, he shot 1 time, so we'll be fine. In the very beginning section, there's usually a skip I do on Insanity where It makes the intro just 10 times easier. I will not be doing any of those skips just because I don't want anyone have to learn speedrun tech at all. This will be a all natural playthrough. During the combat sections, you might see some refined combat come into play just from practice that I've done outside of doing my casual new game plus runs. But outside of that, this scene is so sick, by the way. Sick as an awesome. I've seen it so many times and it's still dope. I completely forgot what I was talking about, so I'm gonna keep on going. Alright, so let's go and head up the stairs, take a left, we're gonna interact with the door and get the hell out of here. Grace, relax, you'll be fine. If you see edits in the video, it'll probably be me from, it's probably gonna take me 3 sittings to do the recording. Okay, hold on. Actually, I'm gonna focus up here. So during the Leon section, we're gonna grab that tracking module. We're just gonna be using the Requiem. Since we have it equipped, we might as well. Headshots, 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 headshots. This is where the pathing starts to get a little different. You don't have to kill as many zombies as I'm doing. The biggest thing is just gonna be picking up the 3 tracking modules. And then you want to kill at least 4 zombies if you plan on going down the path of, or at least the path that I'm doing. I'm going to hang around here just because, at least in the streets, I can see where zombies are coming from. This will make it as safe as possible. We have 2 bursty boys coming our way. We're going to go ahead and take them out. As you can probably tell, they move like wild, like absolute madmen on this difficulty. We're going to try not to get grabbed by anything. As soon as I say that, I get grabbed. Nice. Sick. You can do a nice little collateral right here if you get them all lined up. Now this lady right here does like to grab me, so I am going to shoot her. And then we're going to continue forward and be done with this section. Mostly just killing to get the points that you need to get whatever weapon that you're trying to get. Now Grace's section, this, weirdly enough, this section, anytime you deal with Marie, it's a pain in the ass. Because her AI is hyper aggro. And I mean like genuinely hyper aggro. There'll be parts, especially in the underground sections, where we will have to trigger lights almost immediately, or she'll come down and just bite your head off, and it's insane. Again, no speedrun strats here. There won't be any door skips. Or not door skips. There won't be a Marie skip here where we hug the corners after we get the lighter and not necessarily phase through her, but there's a small little window that we can get to the right of Marie as soon as she spawns in. We won't be doing any of that stuff because I want anyone to be able to basically pick up or watch the guide, pick it up, or pick up that ink ribbon, and then you are going to do a safety save. As you can probably see all my practice runs from earlier. Alright, if you're currently seeing this edit, that means I accidentally did a speed run. I did some speedrun tech by accident, and I didn't mean to do that. So if you see this edit, that means I did it. And actually, you will definitely see this edit. So, and we're going to be doing this run normally. So, we're going to go down here, open this door. We're going to do a quick turn almost immediately, and we want to get Marie burned so that she'll go away for a second so we can get the screwdriver. Now, I'll be honest, once you make it past through this little section right here, any section with Marie is a pain in the ass. The toughest Grace sections, ironically enough, are literally this one and Arc and the Marie fight itself. Anytime Marie's in the picture, it's a pain. Underground, she's there, yes. I did not want to grab on top of that. No, please. I want to hold. Thank you. Hold. Card is blocking. Can you hold? Can you just... Thank you. Jesus. Holy crap. I'll be honest with you, I have not moved this cart in a very long time. I'm very much used to going to that corner and having Marie kick it open for us. It's throwing me off my game a little bit doing this.
Yes.
But that is okay, but it's called a challenge. So we're waiting for it to aggro, go over here, go into the corner as we normally would. And then actually go, okay, there we go. Again, she moves very, very quick in Insanity. So you do have to move fast and with a purpose. Okay, we got the weird one. That's the weird spawn. That's not the not so good spawn. So if she does that, we're basically gonna have no choice but to bring her inside of here. Just because we don't have a way of getting around her. Marie. We don't have a way of navigating her. And I think she just broke my light too. Yeah, she definitely did. Sick. Now she's gonna break through the door. Of course you would. You would do the absolute slowest possible way for the recording, wouldn't you, Marie? Marie, come this way. No, come this way. I want her to come over here. That way she doesn't aggro on the right hand side. She's gonna aggro on the right hand side. No, she's not. We're good. We're good. We're good. I was a little worried that she would be down the hallway. She's getting pretty close to us, but we'll be okay. That unfortunately was probably one of the longest passes that you could possibly get, but possibility that you might get it on your run. There are ways to manipulate how she behaves to make it easier, but you have to do specific pathing, and I don't want to do that to anyone who doesn't want to have to learn speedrun tech, so we're not going to worry about it. Interact with here, and we're going to get the hell on out of here. Thank God that section's over. I do not enjoy doing that section at all in a normal run. So, if you're going to be following me, we're going to be selling our alligator snapper. We will be buying the tac shotgun, and then we will be putting the charms on it. So buy, sell. You can sell the handgun ammo too. Barrel, and then make sure we put on the cute bear charm. And for the Requiem, we want to put on the sunglasses, and then now it's going to be it.
Experimental therapies.
We mostly equipped the Requiem with that. Okay, let me explain this part real quick. So it's going to be it's going to be like a normal run. There's going to be a guy in the chainsaw in front of you. You might accidentally get the execution animation, and if you do, don't worry. Because if you don't hit him in the head, if you shoot like right there, you're gonna get. I'm gonna go ahead and get the execution animation on her too. Now we're just gonna switch over to the shotgun. 2 shots per zombie will kill him. Final guy. Oh yeah, I keep on forgetting that this is Insanity and that they spawn up way quicker. So now we're just gonna grab the chainsaw, and then we are going to put as close to the door as possible. We're gonna start hearing some banging here in a second. Reload the Requiem. We can line up 4 zombies right here if we get lucky. I missed one. That's fine. Luckily, we have infinite ammo, so it doesn't really matter that much. I'm not sure if you noticed, but she did not. Wow. Okay. Whoa. I accidentally healed. Okay, this is already scuffed. Already scuffed. This is already scuffed. Okay. All right. Perfect. I accidentally healed. I whiffed an easy shot.
That went well.
You're right, Leon. Leon, shut up. So the execution animation that you saw gets triggered by whenever the zombie's really, really close. He'll do that animation, and you'll probably get it at some point in time by accident, based upon how fast they aggro.
That bastard did it again. How are things on your end?
Okay.
To the center's network.
So that's Leon's section
Good.
done.
Good. Can you find me the
It was a little rough.
I'll see what I can do.
It really wasn't rough. It was just more like
I'll try to track him down.
me whipping the shot and fat finger and the
Will do.
healing injector. Just absolutely just shoved the knife even further. So now that we go to Grace's section, pathing wise, everything is going to stay. Pathing's going to be very, very different. And I'll explain that here in a second. The only thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch over to third person mode. And then we're going to go down to the safe room because we need to grab the antique coin that is in the safe. And then we also need to pull out a charm. Now, if you don't have this charm, not a big deal. You'll get it. You'll get it whenever we kill Chunk. It's going to be the I Spy ribbon charm. I'm going to go ahead and grab the infinite knife as well as the infinite ribbon. Our inventory will be a little bit low, but we're going to go ahead and save it right here. And then wait a second. Okay, so we are back. So in our inventory, ink ribbon, infinite knife, antique coin, Requiem. If you have the I Spy charm, you can ditch the infinite ribbon and just get the I Spy charm. It'll help you survive fatal damage, but if you don't have that yet, you will get it from Chunk later on. Now, do you realistically need the ink ribbon in your inventory? No, not really. If you do see edits in the video, one or three things happened. Either some real life stuff happened, like last night. I started the recording, and then I realized that I was just not, there's no way I was going to be able to finish it, and I started getting sick. Woke up this morning, still feel a little sick. Okay, we're going to kill this butcher. So it takes 5 shots to kill this guy. Hit him once, go down the hallway. And if you want to, you can shoot him and wait for him to unstagger. Shoot him again, wait for him to stagger. Wait for him to stagger. This will make the fight very, very easy. And he's going to drop 2 antique coins that we will use to grab our hip pouch. We'll make our way to the kitchen, hang a right, deal with this zombie right here. He's not going to be dead. Deal with this zombie. Now he's dead. So this is where the pathing is going to change a little bit for you. If you're using Freya's needle, you can deal with these guys if you want to. I'm just choosing not to. No real reason. When we go into the room with the singing lady, if you do not have, or if you have the Freya's needle, you don't have to do my pathing. For this part, okay, well, let me go up here, make sure this zombie. If you don't want to get as close to these guys, feel free not to. If you want to bait them out, because they will move quick, they will move fast. So here again, pathing will change a little bit. If you're using Freya's needle, you don't have to pick up the pistol. I'm just choosing to, just because I will not be using it. Sir. Ma'am.
Oh, what the fuck?
And I believe one may have just... No, I thought one bursted. So yeah, this part you can completely skip if you plan on using the Freya's needle. And again, any charms, any challenge guns, you know, like the rugged rookie charm for Grace, if you want to equip that, you can. We're going to go to the chairman's office. Puzzles are the same. So like right here. Moon, sun, star, moon. Get our first door fragment. Item placement does change right here. Usually the red jewel is in the front. Now it's in the back. Take care of this guy. And pick up the indent. Okay, so now that we have this, we'll be heading down to the west wing. Again, the bottom floor of the west wing. We'll grab our hip pouch, we'll grab the east wing, and then we will be on our way. I don't really know why I have my flashlight on.
What if I can't get out?
And save this as much as you want to. So anytime you get done with like a section, save it. If you get next to a save point, save it. If you have the infinite ink ribbon, which if you've done the speed demon gun, you should. The game doesn't care how much times you save it at all for this run. It just cares that you complete it on insanity. We're gonna grab the hip pouch. And then we're gonna take care of this zombie over here. And then we're gonna grab the east wing key and then head over to the east wing.
Oh, sorry about this.
Oh, what I was saying earlier. 1 or 3 things will happen if you see an edit. Instead of wasting your guys' time and I go forward and maybe like a death occurs, I'll just edit it out just so that you guys can see the playthrough without any deaths. Just save time on the editing process, or not editing process, but the guide itself. Or real life stuff happened, or I am a little bit sick, so I gotta go take care of something. I gotta go take care of something. So in here, we are gonna kill basically. We're not gonna kill basically everything you see in the swing. We will be killing everything that we see, just for the simple fact that we want the Emily walk to go smooth. Now this guy, I didn't headshot him, so it's gonna take 2 shots. We're gonna come in here and grab the blood collector. Now, as you go through the run, you don't have to do this exactly like me. I'm just picking up blood as I go. The only thing I'm trying to do is just make sure it's topped off. I do have the manual from the challenges that makes it go up to 150. If you want to gather antique coins and get it up to 200, you can. I'm mostly just trying to get these. Let me see if you guys line up real quick, actually. They did not. Sometimes you can line that up, get all 3 in one go. Now that guy should drop a med injector, and if he does, I'm definitely gonna be stopping by there and picking that up. So we're gonna kill Chunk. This is where the pathing changes. Grab the key, quick turn, run away to avoid the animation, and he takes 6 shots to kill. So we're not gonna try to stay in this hallway too much, because if he does charge us, and he will move quick, he will kill you very fast, and I mean literally instantly. Just gonna wait. That shot should stagger him, and then that's shot number 6, and he's dead. Now, if you don't have the I Spy Charm, this is where it'll be dropped by Mr. Chunk here. We're just gonna wait. We can probably run past him safely. I'm just gonna wait. And then now we are going to head into the conference room so we can grab the corrosive acid.
Well, at least it's easier to walk
Be
around.
careful here, because whenever she does scream, there's some zombies to the left that can mess you up, because they all move really quickly on this. If we get lucky, as long as we don't miss a headshot. Okay, so she's still going to be up. I was hoping to get them all. And this is the beauty of Grace's section, so we can... I am going to grab that herb.
I guess.
Any herbs that you grab, if you have free inventory spaces, any herbs that you do grab them, throw them in your storage box. Because later on, and especially in like the ARC sections, you will get a recipe guide in one spot that allows you to basically craft anything. So now that we have that, I need to go back into the chairman's office and actually use the corrosive, or the researcher's office, and use the corrosive agent instead of running down the stairs. I am muscle memorying my pathing here on my usual playthroughs.
What the fuck does he mean, destiny?
Okay, so anytime you can save it, save it. So I'm gonna be star, sun, moon, star, or sun. Jesus, that sick brain is really kicking in. Depending on how this goes, I might have to opt out to not do the recording. I'm gonna pick this up and save it. I actually have the infinite equipment, so I didn't actually have to do that at all. I'm gonna save it right here. So I actually need to discard this. And now we're going to go down to the east wing, and we're going to go grab the wrench and then the 2 artificial parts. So we're going to need 3 inventory spots open. Now for me, We can probably hit up the door before we go. We're just gonna head to the waiting room, clear all the zombies in the waiting room. Again, we want to make this walk as easy as possible. I completely missed the waiting room yet again. So, okay. I am definitely having sick brain here. Since I waited a little bit, what's probably going to happen is, yeah, her. Now Mr. Blind is moving really quick. He is speedrunning trying to kill us. You can pick up his blood fusion bag if you want to. I do want to make sure that all these enemies in this room are cleared out and dead. Just so that during the walk, it's just a lot safer. So I'm going to go ahead and put the door fragments in the door. Usually I don't, but just to save inventory space, I'm going to do it right here instead.
Perfect.
We will be grabbing another hit pouch later on. So we won't have to worry about inventory. There's a certain point where we want to, especially after processing, we won't have to worry about inventory space at all. So let's head back over down here. We're going to use our level 1 bracelet on this door. Kill this zombie, headshot. And then we are going to, if I can, I'm not going to have enough spaces for that. However, there is a safe room, so I'm going to grab that green herb. Put my green herbs in my storage box. Again, save it if you want to. Nothing wrong with it. And then I'm just going to move this stuff around a little bit just so the key items are more close up. I'm just not saving just because I feel comfortable enough to where most of these sections I don't really feel like I need to save, but I will save just in case on some sections. Especially Leon sections. I grab this, do the puzzle, do this up to the middle. We're gonna do 5, 2, and back to auto. That'll be the puzzle done. We'll get our artificial lung. This section does change on insanity. That being, after you get done shooting him through the window, you do have to blow up the engine with your handgun in order to complete it. Now you'll notice I'm using the handgun. That's really for no particular reason. You can use the Requiem. And then we're just going to need to wait. This is eventually going to move up, and then that's whenever we will shoot the engine right here. It takes 1, 2 shots. With the Requiem, I'm sure it probably takes 1, but I just always use the handgun here. If you have Freida's Needle and not that gun, then you just use the Requiem. Okay, now that we have this, we will be grabbing the artificial heart. Over here, because we need to go up these stairs. I did this last time where I almost, during the practice runs, I almost botched the pathing right here. So, one weird thing I am going to do, if I have inventory space, which I should, I am going to grab any empty bottles I can. That is going to be for later. Go ahead and grab this green herb. Now, we're probably going to have to discard it, so that was actually a mistake to do that. Let me see where my health is at. We'll have to discard something, and I would rather discard the green herb for now. Just because I want as many empty bottles as I possibly can for the... Actually, no. We lose the wrench, so we're fine. I'd say we lose the wrench here. So no, actually we're fine, we're fine. Grab this, quick turn, and then we are going to go hit up the filing room. Because I want to grab the extra hit pouch. Again, a lot of the stuff's like, do we need it? Not really. Does it make the run just a little bit easier? Just so we don't have to worry about inventory management at all is grace. Yes. I thought he didn't die, so I shot him twice. Grab the sit pouch, and now Now we are going to keep on going over to the right, and we're going to go back to the east wing. This is where if you killed the zombies earlier, this room would be a lot easier. And then now we are going to... Yeah, I already said it already, but we're going to go back to the west wing, or east wing, I mean. And we're going to go grab the level 2 bracelet, level 3 bracelet, and then we are going to do the grace walk. Again, in this section, just make sure that you just kill any zombies that you see, just to make the grace walk easier. Let's go ahead and do this puzzle. Lung first and the heart. Doesn't really matter which order you do it. You didn't have to pop them twice. I just popped them twice.
Of course it gets up.
Okay, now that we have that, yeah, clear this guy out, because we don't want to deal with him whenever we do the walk.
What is that?
Alright, now that we have that, we need to go grab the level 3 bracelet. And then we'll be moving on to the walk. So let's go to the isolation mode. There will be some zombies that we do kill in here. Again, just because we're trying to clear out anything and everything to make the walk that much easier. And it's going to be the 4 zombies that spawn up right after... Oh, hello, yes. The 4 zombies that spawn up right after this cutscene.
Can't tell which button's which.
Okay. Now that we're at level 3, we need to go get Emily, but first we are going to neutralize all these targets. Now usually they'll line up for you, which makes this way easier, but just make sure they're all dead. I'm just making sure that they're all dead. Perfect. Now we move on. I should make it so that your Emily walk now is going to be safe. Because we don't have Chunk to deal with. We do not have any zombies to deal with. Look. Ooh, hello. I'm glad I walked over here. That would have been an unfortunate circumstance. The reason why I'm going through... I want to walk through the waiting room and I'm walking through the sections I'm about to walk through as with Emily. So if anything tries to burst open, hold on, let me grab this green herb, put it in the storage box. We have a lot of green herbs now. Perfect. Okay. Now let's go ahead and grab Emily. You can choose to save it there. I probably would, just in case if something weird happens, but this walk should be good.
What do you want me to read?
There's some buttons with Braille on them. Can you read them and then push the buttons in this order?
Alright, we'll head to the waiting room.
Star, moon, sun.
And once we head to the waiting room, we'll take a left and go to the isolation. Take a left right here, take another right. Shouldn't be anything in our way. Should be a very easy, nice and comfortable walk.
We're close now.
I say that, but then that guy spawned up. Okay, good to know. Okay, so he's gonna be gone anyway. So, we're gonna hit up the right. This guy's gonna be right here. That was almost bad, because I wasn't able to see where he was at. If you headshot all of them, it does stop them from bursting. I'm gonna play it safe because I want to look for this guy. Oh wow, bodies. This guy... Now that might cause him to burst. So on my practice run, I headshot everyone and none of them burst open, which was, it threw me off. So I'm just making sure that nothing burst open, and they would already, so we're good. Now we're just gonna wait right here. I'm just going to spam the F key until we're able to descend. Oh, I forget how long this takes. There we go. Okay. Woo!
I thought that thing
All
was
right, let's
dead.
descend, and we're going to take control as Leon. So for the Leon sections, if you're following my particular gun paths or my particular guns, this section will be pretty easy. We'll just have a
Glad that
shotgun,
FBI agent got
but
away.
dealing with chunk will be just enough. Here, just seeing if there's really realistically anything that I actually need to grab. Like, for example, attack. Not really, so I'm just going to keep on
Where's
going.
Ashcroft?
Leon
Victor kidnapped
sections,
her.
if you have infinite hatchets, will be a lot easier. And I mean a lot easier, especially in the boss sections. Because then you don't have to worry about, all you have to do is worry about the timing of their attacks. And you don't have to worry about sharpening up your blade. So this one, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stay in this corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now usually you can opt to not go all the way down to 7. Alright, now that that's done, usually I'm gonna play it safe. Usually you can kill him. Okay. Usually you can kill him right there, just staying in that corner, but I got a little bit nervous. Now he's dead, and now we're gonna move on. I am gonna grab his grenades that he drops.
Sorry. But
Because I will be using those for the church fight with Leon later. Again, with the church fights, you don't have to do things how I do things. Because the primary guns that I use, again, are the shotgun and the M1 with the charm, so you don't have to use this stuff. It's just what I'm used to, so that's really the only reason why I'm using it. The biggest part for Leon is just making sure that we're gonna eventually prioritize getting the armor. Now Leon shouldn't have too much trouble in this section because Grace did do a lot of the killing for us. Okay. Take a right, head up the stairs.
Should be upstairs.
Now we're going to be in the offices. I always forget about this guy. Okay, for this room, we're going to shoot a couple zombies that are lying on the ground. And then we're just going to hang out in the main section, pull the lever. Okay, now that we're here, if you see an edit, that means that I got some very unfortunate timing on something. That means I got grabbed. We're gonna take care of this guy on the floor first. This second guy, he is animation gate. I believe he's gated by an animation, so you can't kill him, but if you shoot him enough times, he should die almost immediately whenever he tries to spawn in. And right here, we're not going and pulling the lever first. We are just simply taking our time, being safe. You don't have to. Like I said, if you have the hatchet, you feel free to use the hatchet. Especially if you have an infinite hatchet, you can parry, melee, do all that stuff. This is just a very, very safe guide. You're gonna shoot this guy. The tech that I'm used to going up and pulling this lever immediately, and it was very, very hard to get myself out of that. That guy's in burst. This guy's eventually going to come up. We're just going to check out this room.
Every single time.
There should only be 2 at this point left. Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy. The guy that always jumps. you should be very, very close. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna hatchet this guy. He's being a pain in the ass. And this guy should be our final one. And you don't have to hatch it.
Well,
If you want to hatch it, you can, but if you have infinite ammo, so use the hatchet as much as you want to. And then that is going to be Leon's section done and over with, and then we'll head back to Grace's section in the underground, which does get a little bit tricky. So Marie here is a bit more of a pain in the butt because she aggro's faster. Pathing wise, it's literally the exact same as a normal run. We will just have to do some things differently. We'll do like an autosave at one point, or not an autosave. We'll reload a save point at some point in time. And I'm gonna pick up that green herb. And then I actually do want to keep one on me just in case. So right here, I do recommend doing a save because this part just kind of sucks. I'll take that back. It doesn't really suck that bad. It's really not that difficult. Okay. If you are seeing this edit, that means Marie did something I haven't seen her do, and she ripped me apart. So there you go. Okay. In here, there's going to be a bunch of zombies. We're going to safely take care of them. Anytime I see zombies, I am going to just safety kill them, just because we do have the infinite shots. So why not? We're gonna grab our first battery. Now Marie shouldn't be an issue right here as long as you just run forward, take a left. Right here, she won't be able to get you in time whenever you put the joint plug in. This is where Marie, like I said, anytime where Marie's involved, things get funky. I just had her grab me on a section that I've never seen her grab me. I am going to wait for her to disappear. I am not going to do what I did last time, which is immediately pull it out. I just want her to disappear for a second, just so I don't have to see her. Because I got grabbed in a manner that I've never been grabbed at before, even during the practice run. So it threw me completely off my game. Now we are running past the safe room, so you can choose a save here if you want to. I'm gonna take care of this guy, because why not? And I will say, you will probably end up retrying saves a decent amount of time, or a decent amount, especially during the Marie sections, because they are just a pain in the ass. She's a pain in the ass, specifically. I'm going to grab the T-square wrench, and we're going to grab the empty bottle. Now, Marie here. We're just going to wait. I'm going to shoot her. I think it takes 4 shots to actually stun her in this one, but that's only during the... I'm a little nervous here. And then I do just kind of want to wait for her to despawn. She's going to be over here to our left. And what we want to do here is that we want to get inside the safe room.
Barely made it.
And this is the part where she got me. Is I've never been grabbed here before as I was walking to the safe room and she got me. So I'm going to get inside the safe room. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually... Well, it thinks I'm currently in combat because of Marie. If you save... Okay, if you're seeing an edit here, it's because Marie again got me. Somehow. Okay, so now that the save is loaded up, this will reset her AI to make her not as aggro right here, so we can just safely go past her. I swear I've had some just weird grabs that I've never had before while recording this. It happened right here in this hallway, where she was literally right here where I'm standing, and I was by the door, and it felt like I just got lunged at. It felt like she teleported to me. Take out any zombies in this room, because we're just going to be grabbing the second battery and moving about our business.
That's 2.
So this is the part where these are the sections, especially whenever routing insanity, this is where they change the most, just because Marie's is a bit different. Like there's a section where you have to remove a battery and basically immediately put it back in, because if you don't, you will die. But the routing itself is pretty much the exact same. It's just there's a few sections where Marie does like to aggro pretty quickly, so you have no choice but to put a battery in. And we also can't take a hit, because I insta-die, just because I don't have the charm. Alright, we're just gonna keep on going down, head over here to the right, and I'll always elect to grab herbs. If I need to discard them, I'll discard them. The reason why I'm doing it, it's sort of an overcorrection from my practice run. Ran into a situation where if I just had herbs, it would have made my life 10 times easier.
The smell.
But we are about to go grab the forklift key and the hip pouch here, so we will have more room to work with. And realistically, you can actually throw... You can throw the ink ribbon. You can also throw this into the stash, because we don't need the level 3 bracelet anymore. Wait for her to bust it out here. Shoot her for funsies. Because, man, I'm going to be honest with you. After the 2 grabs that I've gotten, one almost sent me through the roof like a meme coin. Because I was genuinely confused on how in the world I got grabbed. I mean, genuinely. I mean, she literally teleported to me. It was insane, actually. It was just flat out insane. So this is the part where I got grabbed at. So what we'll do is, it's going to be a bit slow, but it is safer. We're going to wait for Marie to aggro onto us, and we're going to run her down this hallway. Now, sometimes she does not like to... I can't shoot through that. I do that every time. Sometimes she does not like to follow you down the hallway. So you might have to sit here for a second and try to bait her down. So if it doesn't work the first try, just don't get too close to her. Or she might teleport 10 feet. There she is. Come down here, Marie. Come on. Okay, last time you aggroed very quickly, and this time now you want to be safe? Marie. Marie. Okay. This is being weird. There she goes. Now that she's down the hallway, now we are just simply gonna run straight down here. She should follow us. If she doesn't follow us, you just have to shoot her one time, kite her over here. That's one of the more trickier parts, honestly. Because since we can't get grabbed, you can't just run in there like we normally would. We're gonna wait for her to climb up, and then this is whenever we're gonna go forward. I mean, you can probably move forward before she climbs up. Now I'm a little bit paranoid about getting grabbed. So it's gonna be right. It's whenever we're coming back is whenever we're gonna have to turn the light on immediately. So right here, not too much changes. Open up the door. If we get lucky, we can go through this very first one and avoid getting grabbed. It won't do any damage to us. Take care of you. Move this out of the way. Try to get through here as quick as possible. And oh my goodness. I guess you know what? My fault. I was too close to you. You're right. You're right. My fault on that. My fault on that. This game with the grabs is, kinda... Okay, this one we should be good. This guy behind here, this one falls. You can kill him if you want to. I just don't do it because I've never been grabbed here before. Granted, watch me say that and watch me get grabbed. Somehow he's gonna teleport through all the bags and get me. So here you can choose anytime you see a typewriter, save that shit. You do not have to do what I'm doing specifically. You can save it as many and as often as you want to. This part is sort of up to you. And you know what? Now I'm paranoid, so I'm gonna save. This part is up to you. You can go into first person mode, and there's a green herb too, wow. At least I'm not gonna run into the issue. You go into first person mode, run to this corner, and then that will make all the enemies not aggro onto you. But usually we do that to conserve ammo. Since we have a Requiem, we don't really need to do that. I am going to still run to the corners just so that none of them get close to me. And just make sure that you just don't run out of ammo so that just in case if one does spawn up, you can't get the reload animation off. Just stops you from being grabbed. And during this run, if you want to do the puzzle piece, you can. Actually, you know what? I probably wouldn't recommend that because it's insanity. I still have yet to do the puzzle piece. I need to. I will do it eventually. Right now, I'm just trying to get this guide out. Because it came out of... I really wasn't planning on doing it, but so many people asked for it. It's like, well, I might as well. It is a good follow-up guide to complete insanity after getting infinite ammo. Nothing, like I said, nothing crazy here. See me go quiet because it's just shoot the zombies as they come up, reload your gun. We will be grabbing the Molotov. I thought he was one that spawns up. He was not. We will grab the Molotov. Because we will use that Molotov later in the run. Or some zombies in Arc. Grace, can you go up the ladder, please? Grab the battery. Go back down. And we're gonna leave.
Get out of this place.
Now, again, this is the part where it's going to get a little tricky here. There's actually, well, mostly just gonna be one spot in particular. So I am just gonna save just in case, since I'm having horrible luck with Marie grabbing me this run. I am going to save it. Because whenever we're by the forklift section, we have to remove the battery and immediately put it back in. You'll see why, because once you remove the battery, she immediately drops down. And if you don't put that battery in, she'll kill you. Oh yeah, so much herbs. I do got to make sure I have 3 spots open, so that was actually probably a mistake to grab. But that's okay. We can make a full heal. Now we have a med injector. Go. Okay. Head up the elevator. We'll go back to the section where we guide Marie down the hallway. Deal with Bursty Boy. 1 shot in the head. Dead. So you do go back to save room, so if you want to go back here and save, feel free. I'm just making sure nothing bursts out here like crazy. So this is the part where we're gonna have to remove the battery and immediately put it back in. So we'll remove the battery, immediately put it back in, because Marie will jump down. Right there. And then as long as you move forward a little bit, she's gonna jump down, but if you remove the battery, then put it back in, it'll force her to jump down into the light, and then she'll no longer be a problem. So we're gonna head back, grab the third battery, then we're gonna put all the things in there, and then once we get that part done, that will be the underground section complete, and a lot of the hardest sections. I wouldn't say a lot of the hardest sections, but a lot of the tricky maneuvering with the battery part's done, and then the run itself right here is pretty easy. It's pretty standard as long as you keep on moving forward and go directly there. It should be a-okay, even though it's gonna sound really sketchy.
Scared. Why is it so loud?
This guy to the right hand side always just zooms up, and it makes me really paranoid.
Come on. Come on. Just
Now.
bring you down.
Same thing, hold F on this piece of cardboard, Jesus. The wooden pallet, push it out of the way. Reason to come down, we're not in danger. You can pop her a couple times if you feel like it. She won't get in here, we're fine. I am going to, whenever she breaks through the top here, I will actually shoot her twice to do a stagger.
Are you hurt?
Because I don't know if on
I'm okay.
insanity difficulty, if you can just simply hold it,
Good,
or
Emily.
if you can just run forward and hold it and you'll be fine. And I don't want to risk it taking damage just in case. So I'm just waiting for her to come out of this little opening here, and then I'll shoot her twice, stagger, hold, get out of here. Hi, Marie. Again, I don't know if the strat works. It probably does. I just don't want to test it out right now because I've had some really rough luck. So with all that done, you are officially done with the care center.
Emily,
And now you
do
can...
you maybe want to...
I'm gonna go ahead and save...
It's not safe
I'll take
here.
that back. I'm not gonna save it because this section coming up, there's gonna be a save, and there's nothing in there that I really need.
That's good.
Probably should have grabbed the BSAA Charm now that I think about it, but it's all right. It is okay.
Finally,
Okay, so helicopter section.
we did it.
I do a little bit more of a slower,
You all right?
safe strat. As long as you have full health,
Emily?
enemy placement does change.
I don't know.
But as long as you have at least yellow or to full health at a
Oh, let's
particular
just-
section, you'll be okay.
Oh my god.
You can just headshot everything safely and then move forward.
Hey!
The puzzles don't change at all. I will grab the BSAA Charm now. Sir. Sir. If you have a Mr. Raccoon, I am going to keep at least one herb just in case if I get grabbed so I can heal back up to caution.
Please, just let it be in here.
Oh my goodness, I need to not play this game while sick. Okay. Extend it, open it up. Interact with this. Get it in there as quick as possible. My reaction time is really slow. So what I'll probably do is you'll probably see me get up to finish the Marie boss fight. And you'll probably see an edit Assuming I don't get absolutely wasted here. I'm going to save it because this part, again, it's slow and steady, but this part, just in case. Okay, this is the part where I didn't have any healing items, and if I had healing items, it would have been 10 times easier.
What the hell?
And you'll see why. Enemy placement's a little bit different, especially in the second room, because bursters will start to spawn in, and there's a burster that's going to be down a hallway where it normally is not at. Thankfully, we have a Requiem, so we'll be fine. But if you don't shoot them quick enough, if you don't run fast enough, then the bursters behind you will get you. And there's a lot of them, so I don't even recommend fighting them at all. Besides the one that we have to. This is where it's going to be slow and steady. Slow and steady. Go ahead and save it if you need to. Slow and steady here. Take out this guy. Take out this guy. Take out you. Take out you. Now, if you stay right here, there will be, you're going to know the direction. Now, to avoid getting grabbed from, okay. Usually this is not the strat that I prefer to do, but this is a way more safer strat. And sir, you are moving like Usain Bolt. Can you please stop? You can avoid getting grabbed by that guy by taking this left path clearance. There's a guy over here. Sir, how are you alive? Nice. Thank the Lord. It might even be easier just to actually use the disposable tanks now that I think about it. I'm just choosing not to, because I'm just being a pain. This is a section where I ran through it on my practice run, and I notated, don't run through this area. This guy will grab you, but it's not a damaging attack. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to take the hit, run forward, then we should be good here. As long as you just run, oh, Grace run please, Grace run. As long as you run, you'll be fine. Again, slow and steady. Slow and steady. I haven't tried using the disposable tank, so that could be the better strategy, honestly. This part, I just got really bad timing on my practice run. So here, now that I'm full health, this will be a lot easier for me. But all these enemies are going to start to burst. I think there's about 5 or 6 that spawn in, and they are going to start chasing you, by the way. Now, if you aim in as running as Grace in third person during the fast running animation, it'll stop her from stumbling. Right when you think she's about to stumble, one enemy right here. And then that is going to be it. This guy is going to burst, but we have enough time to get around him. And then there we go. Helicopter section done. Hang to the left just to avoid the crate on the right. And then helicopter key is successfully acquired.
Why does this shit keep happening?
There's gonna be a green herb that I am gonna grab. I'm gonna take this guy out. Not for really any particular reason. I'm gonna be honest. That was just sort of a why not reaction. So with Grace's, or not Grace's, with Leon's section, it's the only thing that changes here is that first of all, we're gonna need to jump out the window. We're gonna need to buy the M1.
Sherry,
There's gonna be
Grace
2
is still here.
zombies. There's gonna be 2 zombies that will burst at some point in time during
Found some
the
files
Grace's
on Victor's
section. If you
computer.
kill them immediately, right off the get-go,
Did this somehow.
they will not be a problem.
No.
I am going to remember to put on the
Got it.
scope, even though I am going to put on the charm. But for this section, I just like having a scope. So we are going to buy the Marksman M1A. We're going to go to upgrades. Not going to sell it. We're going to go to upgrades. I'm going to attach the charm, attach the scope. And then I'm actually going to upgrade the shotgun's firepower. You can do this in any order that you particularly want to. This is the one I'm choosing to do it in. So there's gonna be 2 zombies. One is gonna be right here. Now, when you decide to shoot him, it's going to be up to you. If you have clearance, like if Grace is not in trouble down here, go ahead and just quickly take him out. But don't waste too much time, as she will... Okay, sir. I regen health, so that's fine. Is this guy just not wanting to get hit here? Okay. Okay, well that was a little rough. And you see this guy over here to my right, that's a dead body. He will also spawn up too. Okay, now he's done for. Grace, move forward. You're fine. I'm gonna try to take out some zombies. Like there's a head I can see right here. Take that guy out. I think I've already gotten that one. I've already gotten that one. Evening service means that 2 will come out of the church down here. Now with this one, since I do have the charm that does more increased damage with the scope, you don't have to really use the scope right here. I'm just choosing to because there's some sections where I do want the scope equipped. And that's mostly during the... I have a headshot here real quick. Just gotta focus up a little bit here. It's mostly going to be during the apartment section with Leon. Okay, so this fight is a bit of pain. Now, I don't have advanced tuning as Leon. I don't have all the upgrades. I also don't have the bonus point upgrade for Leon. So you may have more points than me.
Excuse me.
So at any point in time, if you feel like opting to, if you feel like you're doing enough damage, excuse me, sir. I'm gonna be honest with you, I 100% forgot that guy was there. You pop out, so I'm gonna take care of this guy. That guy should be good. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to heal up at the start of this fight. And I forget about definitely gonna have to heal up at the start of this fight. Jesus. My goodness. I would say, okay, I don't have any heals, so this is gonna be very interesting. As Leon in the stash, you do have the option. You don't have to do this fight. You can shoot this guy in the head if you want to. I am choosing to do this fight in a... You know what? I'm going to do the safe strat. The safe strat is just shoot him in the head over and over and over again. With how my luck is going right now, I'm just going to do this. It's going to be a slow and steady. Just make sure that whenever you are shooting that you do not hit any of the bursts at all. You just kite him around. I do keep distance because I have the charm, so I do more damage at mid-range. As long as nothing bursts out, we'll be okay. This is not the fastest method, but it is the less sweaty, safer method. I think I may have accidentally... Okay, he's gonna start moving a little bit faster. Because usually what I do here is I usually use the grenades to throw them and stun them, and then I just burst them down and I take out anything that's remaining. But for this guy in particular, I think, yeah, I probably just shouldn't do that strat at all. Leon, I'm gonna need you to kite around here. This part does take forever, so just use your gun of choice. My goodness. I don't remember this taking this long. Oh, you know what? That's because I did it on casual last time. Okay, he's dead. Jesus. Oh, over here, there's stems and hand grenades. So again, kite him around, shoot him in the head, wait for the cutscene, and then that is the safest way to do that particular section. So usually what I do is I run around to the left, I bust the back section, I throw a grenade, stagger, push them forward to me, and then I can burst another section, throw another grenade, burst another section, and then I usually use the flammable, throw it, and then I burst the final section, and then it's done and over with. What that does, it's a bit more tricky.
I'm sorry, I know it hurts. I'm so sorry.
Not much commentary here, because it's just going to be getting Grace over here to the safe room. This boss fight does suck a little bit, but again, this whole entire boss fight is trial and error, so hopefully all of the errors are done for you. Med injector, yes please. Insanity, let's go ahead and save it. Okay, if you're seeing an edit, that means I got a weird grab at the control room. This fight, most difficult part about this section is just figuring out the pathing. Because once I'm able to get it recorded, you'll be able to see my pathing. As long as you don't get any weird grabs, you will be a-okay. So Marie is going to spawn over to the right, which is going to make us go left. This will be the control room section. And the nice thing again is she staggers in 2 shots, so whenever she does pop down here after we interact with the crank, we'll shoot her twice, let her stagger, activate the crank, and then we'll be good to go on this first initial section. Over here, 1, 2, staggered, hold. Don't worry about her getting up, you're completely fine. You can hold it down all the way. Okay, so we are going to do the crank section next.
2 to go.
Actually, do I want to do that one next? Yeah, I probably should. Just because that should despawn her so she doesn't pop up to the right hand side and just straight up insta-kill us. This is where she got me last time. Usually I'm able to get through there safely. I just wasn't able to. So this is going to be a little bit weird. Oh yeah, I'm going to discard the health. I insta-die on this section anyway, so it doesn't matter. So whenever she grabs us, we're going to do an immediate shot in the head. This is where it gets a little tricky, a little spicy. And the moment she moves forward, right there, I'm going to shoot her once. That should give us plenty of clearance to go around her, turn on the light, and be a-okay. Use the crank. Jimmy D, come on, use the crank. Alright, usually I run past her, but since she will damage you whenever you run past her, I'm not going to do that. My brain's a little fried right now, so I am actually going to look up where I'm going next.
One more.
Should be one section here. Should just be able to stun her. I'm just gonna go boom, wait for her to charge, shoot her twice, and then that will be, that's it. That is the power, this whole entire power section done. We will do one safety stagger, because there was a particular section coming up where you can take damage, and I'm just going to avoid the damage entirely.
open the hatch. I need to hurry.
Grace, go please. So now we're gonna head up back the elevator, and usually you can get to the light no problem without taking damage. I would just recommend staggering her because we have infinite ammo, so it doesn't really matter. I always want to go right there, but that's not the correct pathing, so like right here. Just stagger her.
Get up, fucking.
Because you can take damage whenever she gets close enough right here. And I just don't want to have to deal with it. Now we're just going to run over here to Emily's room. Wait for the cutscene to play out. Have Leon resume control. And then that is the Marie boss fight done and over with. Remember, Leon, we did not shoot the vitals at all. Yes, I do want to save. And then there you go. You have the entirety of first Grace's section done and over with. And then we'll be moving on to Leon's sections here. Okay, now we're on to Leon's section here. Now here, I choose to opt to grab the, depending on how much points you have, you can upgrade, like if you want to grab armor here, you can. I will usually upgrade my rifle. Now again, if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. I will be grabbing the green herbs. I did forget to mention this earlier, is that anytime that you are in Leon's section, anytime you get to a stash, instead of doing our usual thing where we buy a whole bunch of... Oh, that was weird. Instead of buying like a whole bunch of ammo, you just want to be grabbing the green herbs. Hello, sir. I'm only killing this stuff just for the points. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm just trying to earn as much points as possible. Because at one point in time, I'll go through the first sections. Like once I get past the gas station, you'll notice that I'll accumulate a lot of points so that I can go back to the stash and get level 2 armor. Because once we get to the apartment rooftops, once we start getting bullets getting shot at us, that's when it starts to suck. So the ultimate goal is to basically, if you're using the same thing as me, I'll be trying to get, now this fight sucks a little bit. I'm actually going to de-scope my rifle here. And even though you can't kill the spider in this hallway, I've shot multiple rockets at it. Nothing works. But you can still damage it. So what you'll see me do is I will just sort of shoot it. We ultimately want to get into this corner so it does move us along. Now, if you have like the clatter carbine and stuff like that, this part will be a little bit easier for you. Since I don't, I basically just have to use my shotgun to just get rid of all these little spiders. You can use a grenade if you want to.
No.
Which is actually probably what I will do since I have 5. I just don't be using too many grenades. Because I do want to keep them for the lickers later on. So now we're just going to wait for all of them to spawn up. Throw a grenade down. Most of them should blow up and we just take out all the rest. Again, if you just want to play it safe and just kill all of them one by one, just like run down the hallway and bait them, you can. Bait out this attack. You can parry that attack. And that's like the fastest way, but we're not going to for this run. Now this fight, it's, in my opinion, it does suck.
Real fast, you know
I'm gonna sort of use like the same strat that I did before. So I'm gonna jump up here. I'm gonna get to the corner. There's a faster, more speedrunning way to do this, where you basically will bust out this left-hand side or that right-hand side. But for this particular one, grab in this corner, reload the Requiem, wait for him to come over here, get a little bit closer, shoot that, pull out the Requiem, try to pop him a couple times, and I'm gonna pull out the shotgun afterwards and just do as much damage as I possibly can. Now the nice thing is, if there's any boss fight that you particularly do not like or cannot stand, you can use an RPG. If you unlock that RPG one, you have a one-time use RPG. If you have infinite rocket launchers, then you're probably not even paying attention to this video. We're just going to try to bait this guy around. This is the shot where he's going to shoot out his little boys. And then we just want to maneuver around just so that we don't get too close to him. You can parry attacks. Now we just gotta wait. I'm doing this fight very, very, very safe. And I usually like to maneuver this hallway. If I keep him pinned down in this hallway to where you can't really finagle in between it, it makes this fight a lot easier. And it's also just the, in general, safer way of doing it as well. And you keep on just chipping away at its health. Now he's gonna come down over here. Again, if you're using a different gun, it'll probably be a little bit easier for you. And even a little bit quicker. And now I'm just gonna wait to see what side he comes down, and then I'm just gonna go to the opposite side and keep on doing. And I'm just gonna keep on doing this to him. So he's on my side. Go over here. And this battle is just a battle of patience and attrition. And I genuinely mean that. This is the fight. There's only probably a couple fights that I'd recommend using the rocket launcher on. One being Hunk. Because that fight normally, especially on Sandy, it's a little rough. Not gonna lie. A little rough. I forgot how long this fight actually takes. Might even be better just to switch over to the marksman rifle for a second. Just give that a try. And then this is basically the entire fight. You just stay in this hallway, you wait to see which direction he's coming from, and then you wait to kill him. Shouldn't take any damage. Will it take a while? Yes. But is it safe? Yes. Congratulations, if you did it correctly. You just now have done the spider fight with no damage. There are going to be a couple fights where you will take damage. For example, Hunk is one, if you don't do the Hunk skip. Mr. X, you'll probably take damage. Now, if you do have infinite hatchets, the Mr. X fight, the Gideon fight, are a lot easier. In the very end fight is a lot easier. So over here, this is where I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I'm not going to worry too much about
Whose camp is this?
upgrading my stuff. I'm just going to turn the power on, buy 2 herbs. Ignore my inventory management because it does look like crap. Again, if you have the armor, you can choose to go for it. I'm just waiting until a later section so that I can grab level 2 right off the bat. I would say for you guys, if you have more points to me, especially if you have Leon's advanced tracking module, you probably have more points. Grab the level 1 armor, be safe. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing here. The points prioritization is really up to you in these sections. There's only one BSAA agent over here to the left that we want to quickly take care of because he does have a gun. It's gonna be that guy right there. That's incredible. Incredible. There were 2, and he absolutely wrecked me. We're not going to spend too much time on zombies. You can sort of make a decision here on how you want to play these sections. You can either kill everything, or you can try to get through as quickly as possible. If you want to go the safe route, be slow, go through it slow, kill everything, prioritize killing the gun zombies first, because they will, as you saw, they will absolutely destroy you. But if you have armor on, then it greatly helps. So we're gonna head over here to the right.
Bad news, Sherry.
We need
This
to
place is
grab
overrun with zombies.
the first part.
That's impossible. They should have all been wiped out by the missile.
Yeah, they should have.
We're gonna head down here
Should be
first to
parked
grab
at
this
the detonators
herb.
somewhere around here.
So I should have enough. Yeah, I have a lot. So we're gonna grab this and we're gonna grab this. That gives us good 2 healing items. Just in case.
Sherry,
Alright, here
found
there's
the
nothing that we can
distributor.
do to skip it, so we're just gonna
2 more
point
parts
this.
and I can jerry-rig the
Go to
detonator
the
for
gas
that
station
gate.
first.
Great. Can you see any more from your position?
You know the BSAA camp? That should have the signal
And
receiver.
then we're gonna look behind us for the final one.
Relays over there, huh?
Again, this section,
That should be a fun trip.
after the gas station, that's whenever I'll go over and do, because I'll have a lot of points just from that section in
That's the
general.
location for those parts.
So that is where I will do all of my,
Okay. I'll look into the BSAA.
that's where I'll upgrade my armor. Now you can, you'll notice that I don't pick up ammo and stuff like that. You can pick up ammo and sell it, like as you're moving along. Like if you see ammo, you can pick it up, sell it. Med injectors and stuff like that do not sell because we will need those. We're gonna make her. There's only one sketchy part in this section, and that's the blister fight. Since I'm not doing the first person skip, where you go into first person mode and you can look up to the sky and completely skip it, it does make the fight a little bit harder. Again, I'm trying to keep speedrun tech out of here just because I don't want you guys to have to learn new tech if you don't want to. I am going to take care of this guy because he can jump up whenever we're coming back and just be a pain in the ass. So I'm just going to take care of him first. Okay, first battery. Probably the hardest section. Grab the green herb. That will make us a stack. Alright, if you're seeing a cut here, that is because I got unfortunately grabbed while after this fight and I got eviscerated. Alright, so let's grab the wheel. Now this fight kind of sucks. There's a glitch in first person where you can safely maneuver this area, and it makes this particular section a lot easier. Because you go into first person mode, you look up as you're turning the wheel. We're moving these guys back here because we want to bait this guy back. We want to keep these guys back here so their bodies don't burst as we're taking on the big burster. Now this fight is going to be heavily dependent on what you want to do. If you have better weaponry than me, you're probably going to have a lot easier of a fight. I usually will try to burst at least one cell here, but if not, I will throw a grenade. That'll cause him to stagger. Then I'll usually kick him, throw another grenade, parry that attack, cause him to stagger, throw another grenade, run back a little bit, cause him to stagger. Now if you don't have grenades, you're going to have to freestyle this fight a little bit, and then we're going to get behind this guy. Versus last section. And then that is the hardest fight, toughest part of this section done and over with. I don't have my, that's the guy that actually got me last time. And that's how I died. These guys, we're just gonna safely take care of them. Give me one more over here. I don't want to... I want to try to reduce as much damage taken as possible, because this is, again, this is like the roughest part. And we have... No. You're not grabbing me. Oh, it probably helps if I actually go down there and do the crank. I'm so used to doing that part in first person where I do the skip that the actual fight itself was a little bit different. So if you were collecting grenades along my path, you'll be able to do that pretty easily. Alternatively, again, if you have better weaponry, the fight will probably go a lot easier for you, since I'm just using a shotgun and grenades. So now that we have the first battery, we're going to go and grab the second one, which thankfully is a lot easier. There's no bursters. There's no big bursts anymore. There's no more throughout the rest of the game. But there are boss fights. And there are enemies wielding ammo or guns. So I'm kind of debating on... No. You're still... Oh no, you're a different one. Okay. Now, at any point in time during these sections, if you don't feel comfortable doing these sections on low health or anything like that, you can opt to go grab the armor or heal up whenever I'm just doing these sections on low health just because I'm just sort of used to it and I don't really mind. Get this guy over here. Should be one more guy over here to the left. And then this guy right here, and one's gonna come through the door. Grab the battery, and then we're gonna leave. Leon, climb the ladder. Couple guys up here. Take them out slowly. If you want to do finishers, you can. I'm just... that guy's bursting, so I'm not going to worry about him. Nope, that's not what I wanted. So that's the 2 batteries done. That's probably the roughest section. The gas station isn't too difficult. The apartments, even though they have guns, there are certain things that we can do to play it safe, and they're not too difficult either. With that, shoot the ladder down. And then after the gas station, instead of going straight to the apartments, that is where I will go back to the storage box.
Gideon, white suit. Can you find anything?
Grab these grenades.
Yeah, hold on. This is coming up empty.
So there are ghosts involved with help.
Should be one guy, yep. There's me one guy here on the floor. He always gets me. Alright. That guy did not grab me. That's actually really great news for me.
Gonna fill this up.
Alright, so for this section, it's not
Let me guess.
too difficult. The only pain in the ass can be the zombie that comes out of the gas station. He can throw that at you, so just be careful about that. So if once you hear a shotgun or a chainsaw, just be cognizant of the fact that he can throw that thing at you and it will hurt. You're still alive, huh? Okay. Should be coming out here. Be careful. Don't let him throw it at you. He did it to me one time, and luckily I was able to avoid it, but my god. That means there's one more around here somewhere. Never mind, we're good. Alright, so for this guy, 2 options. If you have a Requiem, you can Requiem him down and stagger him like crazy. If not, keep distance, plug away. Not too hard of a fight. Oh, I just took fire damage. And I just took damage right there. Nice. Sick. Sick. Okay, so avoid the fire. One thing to note, avoid the fire. So since I will be going back to the stash and getting the armor, I'm probably just going to go ahead. I'll wait a second. No, he's moving too slow. I'm just going to heal now.
Here we go.
It's thinking about waiting, but there's no point in not using the heal whenever we're low. And especially if it's going to cost us to run very slow. And then this is where I go off the beaten path. And now that we have a decent amount of points, we are going to go grab some upgrades to our armor before we head up to the apartments. Again, you can do that part way earlier in the run. This is just when I have chosen to do it. It's all just about your comfortability level. Just taking these guys down for points. That's the only reason why I'm doing that. And it's like they're right there and it's safe, so I might as well. So I'll grab armor. I'll upgrade the magazine on my rifle, and then if I have extra points to spare, then I'll upgrade the shotgun rounds too. Make sure just in case. So now I want to grab the armor. We have a lot of points. I do recommend, if you are able to afford the Mortal Edge at some point in time, especially if you plan on doing a Hunks fight, I do recommend grabbing that because it does make life a lot easier. Grab the reloads for this. Grab. Okay, that's good. That's good. And then I'm gonna choose to save it. Now we have level 2 armor, full health, and we have decent magazine upgrades for a shotgun and rifle. Again, if you're doing this, you know, verbatim this guide, I don't really recommend doing it verbatim. I would recommend just using whatever challenge weapons that you have just to make the run easier. I'm just doing this just mostly for strategy and pathing. Okay, so here, as we go up the stairs, there'll be one zombie that we gotta deal with, and then a couple upstairs that we need to deal with who have guns, which those ones, we'll prioritize the ones with guns first, because we cannot parry bullets. So this guy, he's gonna go down first. And as we drop down, there's gonna be a guy over here to the right-hand corner who has a weapon, and we're trying to kill him. And then there's gonna be one more guy up top with a rifle as well. Make sure we just kill that guy first, just so he doesn't do any damage to us. I really messed up on the tracking on that. Grab the crank, and then we will be safe. Well, there actually is going to be a zombie up here with a grenade, so we're not completely out of the woods yet. I will do a safety strat here, just to avoid taking damage by guys with guns. And for that particular safety strat, I am going to actually put the scope on, because I just find it easier. For this section in particular. I will take off the scope almost immediately after. And it's gonna be this guy. Make sure I have my rifle out. This guy, there's going to be a zombie down here below. Take care of this guy. And then there's going to be... This is the part where we're going to be doing safe. We're going to be safe here. There's going to be a guy with a gun. So if we wait for a mortar strike to happen, like right there, and then if we peek through this corner, we can grab this guy right here. And then that's the spot that we're going to try to get to here. There's going to be a couple of zombies up here. Now there's going to be some guys with guns, so be careful. Wait for a mortar strike to happen, and then we're going to press forward. And we're going to try to get up without taking any damage from... Yeah, watch out for this grenade guy. If you run past him, you'll be fine. Oh, Lord. Sir, no. Now here, we are perfectly safe from the mortar. We'll use the mortar for one to kill this mortar guy, and then we're going to take out these guys down here who have guns. I just did it again. Okay, well, that's nice. You don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. I'm just doing it this way just because I accidentally messed up, because I don't want to take damage by the guys with guns. I'm trying to make this as safe as possible. I am whipping out grenades instead of my shotgun. This is weird. Usually I would just use the mortar and kill out all these guys, but since they're a little bit closer, I'm just going to use my shotgun. Okay. That guy hit me. Only good news is that this will be the last rifle guy that we'll have to deal with up here. Oh, okay. Okay, scuffed. Do I want to reload that save? At 12:59. No, I'll keep it. It sucks, but it is what it is. One more guy. I would just recommend using the mortars and just don't mess up like how I did. Alright, there's gonna be a guy on top of here. Please don't grab me. Okay, perfect. Well, not really perfect, but you know. Did take a lot of damage. We could have did that damageless if we would just stayed and used the mortar. Learn from my mistakes here. I'm gonna jump down this jump down that left-hand side. This will allow the zombies over here to be all in one nice little neat line. Not really. Usually they are. And then we are done with that section.
Found the signal receiver.
Now at this point you naturally go near the stash, so we'll go over there, save it.
By the way, I found some evidence of the Pentagon putting pressure on the BSAA. It appears the North American branch has been moving independently.
Heard they had an internal dispute. Think it's related?
Thought
That's
about
all I've got.
doing a reset,
There's
but
been an increase in government surveillance. Looks like my fan base is growing.
should be okay. I mean, we only have one healing item, which sucks, but this next section we shouldn't take
Contact you again soon.
too much damage. Alright, so repair my armor, because I got eviscerated here. By the time that we leave, we will have level 3 armor, and we will regen health. Alright, I am going to save. What am I doing? I almost don't want to save it. You know what? Screw it. We're doing it on the fly. Go up the elevator. We're doing it. We're full sending it. On my practice run, I did have a little bit more heals here. I was full health. So doing this section is it's gonna be a little bit weird, but it should be okay. Because realistically, there's only a few sections where we'll actually take enemies on. And there's only one spot that I'm really worried about, and it's like the first initial drop down.
Right, I can use that.
I know I'm also missing some healing spawns too, so... Okay. Okay. Let me focus up here. Go up the stairs. Now after we get done going up the stairs, we are going to hit the right. Take that back. We're going to hit the left. And now we're going to go up the stairs and deal with all our BSAA agents. Grenade boys, and prioritize will not letting grenade boys get close to us. Again, you don't have to do this section how I'm about to do it. If you want to go safely and just kill everything slowly, you can. I am just choosing the slightly faster route, but a little bit more riskier. Shoot these down, shoot these down. Luckily, none of this stuff changes. The good thing is that once we get done with this section, we get to the motorcycle section. Afterwards, our health will regen, so if I can manage through this section without taking a hit, and the only ones that worry me about taking a hit are going to be probably just the guys with guns. Take a left here, take a right here. Avoid the crates from dropping down. Okay, this is where things will get a little dicey. Jump down here, shoot this glass immediately, run up the stairs. There will be a guy right up here with a gun. We want to take him out very, very quickly because we have this guy to deal with now. Now, if you do shoot the grenade guy, you should be able to at least weaken or kill this guy right here who has the gun. There's another grenade guy, but I am going to choose to just ignore him. Fight him if you want to. I'm just not going to.
Okay.
Probably gonna have to heal now since I'm red. Alright, grab this, grab the tracking module. I'm gonna go ahead and heal just because I'm gonna be moving a hell of a lot slower. Grab our final part, and the only thing we need to do now is just get out of here and also
Fix that broken part?
fix the part.
Can't fix it without a tool.
I wasn't sure if that was actually gonna work or not. My key bindings are all messed up here. Okay, for these sections, just play it safe, honestly. You can play it safe or you just run straight through. Luckily, there's only one major zombie to worry about, and that's going to be one who's going to throw a canister at us, so as long as you take care of that guy, this part is not difficult. And that guy is going to be right up here, so shoot this guy first, and then now we're going to shoot this guy, and we're going to keep on running. Again, if you want to stay back, you haven't been ammo, so if you want to stay back and mow everything down, just to get the points, mow everything down, feel free. Usually I don't kill that guy, I'm just going to kill him. Just to be safe. Activate this part. First section done and over with. Okay, if you are seeing this, it's because I got knocked off the edge again. Jesus Christ. I got knocked off the edge by a zombie who throws rocks. Actually. We're gonna play it safe here. Kill this guy. Kill this guy. This guy up here is the guy that can be a bit of a pain. He can throw that at you and he can knock you off the edge like he did to me. We're gonna deal with Blister Boy. First I'm gonna deal with you. I probably should just take off the scope. Now do be careful, do be careful. These guys they can and will, there is an insta-kill attack on them because I've gotten it before on Insanity. So we're gonna take care of this guy. There's gonna be one more on the stairs we're gonna take care of. And then we're gonna take care of these guys up here. And then there's gonna be one blister behind us. Mr. Chainsaw Boy, if there's a way for us to avoid him entirely, I probably will. Let me just wait a second, get him close to this barrel, stagger him. You don't have to do this. This is just what I'm choosing to do. You can just fight them and not do this safe strat, but once you get through this door, you're completely safe. No zombies will come through that door. So it was a little risky. A little risky. I'm only going to break these open just in case if it actually gives me
This thing still works.
a healing item because I do kind of need them. Here you can do the first person glitch, which is just you go into first person, you stare up, and then they won't aggro onto you. I'm just not going to do it. Just because I have been grabbed there before.
Now what?
And I kind of want the points. Should only be 3, and now they're going to start jumping down. There's only really one enemy here that is a bit of a bother, and that's going to be Mr. Blister. I'm just waiting. Not really too much commentary because I'm just literally just waiting for him to spawn in. And in between each of these interactions, so he's going to be one of our blister boys, okay. So I'm going to have to be careful because I'm probably going to have to parry. Never mind. Got him. Now we're just going to wait. Another blister boy. Okay. We're gonna get 2. Lucky us. Luckily, any of these sections that require just waiting and killing, we have infinite ammo. It's good. Makes it a lot easier. Did I shoot him, or did he jump down and immediately be able to be insta-killed?
Lucky day.
I don't really know. I'm not going to kill anything here. I'm just going to run past. Just going to run past completely. We want to get through Leon's detonator sections, motorcycle sections. And then I'm probably going to have to take... No, we're good, we're good, we're good. This is where I choose to get level 3 armor. Again, with your point dispersion, since the timing doesn't matter at all, you can choose to get anything earlier than I'm getting it. It truly does not matter. Now, here, I just want to make sure that this is fully upgraded. Attack, I mean, might as well, why not? Sure. Now we have level 3 armor, we have full health. I'm going to go ahead and do a save, and then we're going to move on to our motorcycle section. I did make a safety save just because there was this particular spot that I was thinking about going back and doing. We need to hit the BSAA container first. The practice run, the in-game time ended up being around 3 hours, but the actual real time will be longer than that, just depending on how it just kind of depends on, honestly, just trial by error, skill level, and also how you do in these next coming up boss fights. That really affects real time how long this takes.
That took longer than planned.
Mr. X is not too
Luckily, I
terribly
found a
difficult.
bike. Should
The
make up
bike
for lost
section is
time.
not difficult.
Great. You'll need it.
If you have infinite hatchets, Mr. X will be very easy. And if you just have different weapons than me in general that are much better, like the Clatter Carbine, that'll be very easy too. I'm sort of doing things the harder way, but I have infinite ammo, so technically it's not really the harder way, quote unquote.
All right. Should make it there in no time.
Good to hear. How are the roads? Leon.
Nothing really changes here,
Buckles.
outside of the fact that zombies will take just a few more bullets to kill. But it's all just scripted. All just scripted.
This stage just keeps getting better and better.
This guy will come up here first. We're gonna wait for him, and then we are going to kill him. Wow, okay. He actually might hit me. He did. Interesting. Oh wow, he might hit me again. I think this might be the first time I've got... I'm gonna hit... Okay, okay. Okay. This is... I think I said it last night whenever I was recording the very first part. Apparently this is just going to be a really weird... just in general, really weird run. I've had some really weird Marie grabs. I've had some... Okay, make sure we get this guy. I've had some really strange Leon grabs. And I've got hit by the dogs. Okay, take this one to the left first. Actually, I'm gonna take this one to the right first. Switch over to the left. Then same thing up here. There'll be one to the right. One to the left. Nice thing is it's these free points.
So much for the directory.
Okay. Explode the barrels, keep them moving forward. Watch the awesome elevator. Elevator, what am I talking about? Watch the awesome section where Leon rides up the building, and then we will be close, and then we'll be almost done. I reloaded! I did that in my casual playthrough where I reloaded but wasn't paying attention and I died. I felt slightly embarrassed. Kill this guy over to the right. He should trigger. We're gonna shoot him so he doesn't blast us with a rocket. And then grab this guy. I'm just gonna, for funsies, shoot him. Even though there's nothing I can do to stop this.
You can. Seriously.
And then we're gonna watch Leon go up the building.
I don't give up that easy.
No real commentary here, just because there's not really too much to talk about. Outside of this section, hit him twice, section over. Okay, let's move on. RPD. Nothing really crazy in RPD besides make sure we hit up a stash for Leon so we can grab 2 herbs.
Can't believe it's still standing.
That'll really be it. There's only one zombie here. So there's not too many things in this section that are going to be a threat. Okay, grab the 2 herbs. And this is the part where if you can get the mortal edge, you also remember too, you have an RPG. So if there's any fight that you are struggling with where you're just like, screw this, I don't want to do this fight at all, you can do that RPG unlock on the challenge section and use that RPG. I definitely would recommend it for Hunk, but unless you want to learn how to insta-kill Hunk. Where am I going?
Rest easy, officer.
As you see below, our health did regen back to full, so even though we took damage in that section, it ain't that big of a deal. It ain't that big of a deal. We're gonna try to keep at this point. We're not gonna use too many grenades, like at all, besides the very final section with the liquors. And now once we get done with this, we'll use the jack on the door, and then we will go into a cutscene, and then we will do our lovely, lovely Chloe section that everyone loves doing. I will be doing the skip where we grab the key and go around. The nice thing is that there should be an autosave there. I've never failed it. Well, I failed it during casual mode, but there should be an autosave still. Still there. Alright, let's go ahead and get done with this section. Nothing really changes in this section at all, outside of the skip that you'll see me do, but it's very, very easy. I'll explain it as I'm doing it.
Stay away. Stay away.
So for this entire section, if you do just simply just
What
want
was
to
that?
maybe skip ahead in the video until you get to the point where the hatch you can. Because nothing will be really different here. Still gotta wait. And then really the only hard part that will be happening, the hardest part, Gideon's not too bad of a boss fight. The last boss is not too difficult either. Hunk is probably the hardest boss in my opinion, just because it's very, very parry heavy. So if you want to do Hunk skip, feel free. And Mr. X isn't too terribly difficult. There's just, you can parry most of his attacks. And you just use the cars to keep yourself in between you and him. Feels like I'm watching Weapons. Great movie, by the way. Great movie. If you haven't seen the movie, great movie. Alright, then whenever it prompts us to crawl out, we'll crawl out and head on out of here. So you'll see me do it in this section too. The moment it gives me the prompt to crawl out, I will hit it. You are safe. It may not seem like it, but you are safe.
Someone help me.
Good day, sir. I actually need to replay this game, but watch the cutscenes because it's been so long since I played this game normally. I kind of forgot some of the story. Okay, same thing as usual. Hide. And then... nothing. My brain just went blank. I'm actually just gonna sit back for a second. Starting to feel a little bit worse, so there's also really nothing to explain. Okay, and then the moment that the game prompts us to crawl out, I will crawl out. So even though they are very, very close, we will be okay. And all we gotta do here is we just have to run down the hallway, see the two children, run back down the hallway and go back in, and then we'll be good to go. So we'll see them. Hello, hello, hello. We'll turn around. And then one will start coming down this hallway, which I'm just gonna go ahead and just avoid entirely. Usually you can hear him kick the door open, but once you hear the laughter on the right hand side go away, that's your clearance to go ahead and move. I no longer hear him, so I'm gonna go and move. And then this is the part where we will do the skip. So what we'll do is we're gonna go over here, turn on the light like usual, pull out this drawer like usual, and then what we'll do is we'll jump up, grab the key, everything will be normal. Chloe will fumble the keys a little bit. Alright, so the skip is, you can choose to hide back there, like back over here if you want to. You don't have to do this if you don't really want to, but it's just really, really easy, and it saves time. You run over here, you take a far right. Now go ahead and crouch. You're going to stand over here near this hatch, and you're going to spam the key. As long as you stay crouched and you spam your action button, you'll be able to open it up, and then once it's opened up, then you just run forward, jump down, and you're good. Very, very easy, very, very simple. And then just to make sure, there's an autosave that happens. Well, there should be an autosave that happens right there to where you're able to reload it. If you do end up getting grabbed. And if you don't want to go for it, you don't have to. You can just choose to hide in the corner and move along. I just do this method because I just want to get out of this section as quickly as possible. We're going to follow the toy fire truck. I do want to know who has the remote to this, because that did conveniently move whenever we got close to it, and I want to know who has that remote. Because I don't understand how it moved. So, similar to the normal playthrough, we're going to run over here, door is going to open up, and then we're just going to wait a second. Second door is going to open up. Second door will open up. Left hand side, grab the lever, and then we're going to go get the fire poker. Alright, then we're going to pull this out. Jump up all the way. Realistically, I probably don't even have to explain this part at all, because if you're watching this video, then you probably have completed this section and you know what to do. I think I just have a weird, what is it called, a knee-jerk reaction? Is that what it's called? To just talk in silence. Even though I'm completely fine in silence. I do it even whenever I'm not recording and when I'm not live streaming. I'll just randomly start talking what I'm doing. I think it just helps me think. Alright, quick turn. Go over here. No one can hurt us. Smack the hand away. Bye-bye. And then we're going to go up the ladder. We're going to use the fire poker to go up the ladder. And then there we go. Emily section, or not Emily. Chloe section done.
What is this place?
I just got an error in my OBS recording software. I hope that this recording in this footage is not axed. I would be very, very, very heartbroken over that. Okay, so let's go ahead and interact with the remote. Spam it over here. And then we're done with the section. So, Mr. X, he's way more aggro during the chase sequence. So you're going to have to be careful. His attacks can be parried. Now if you have infinite hatchet, or if you have a hatchet with upgraded durability, you won't take damage there, don't worry. So quick turn and run. You can bait him around so he doesn't bust through that right hand side like that. One more section. One more section. We need to go to the waiting room. Have this bust out. Then we're going to run backwards. He's going to bust out through this wall right here. Run through or parry his attacks. Either one will work. I chose to parry his attack. Wait, how'd that... Okay, well that was a really unfortunate hit.
What is Ark?
Not sure. But apparently it's someplace important.
Okay, now we have everything that we need. We are going to go ahead and move along. We will get a med injector before the Mr. X fight, and we'll also find some... We'll also be able to buy 2 more stacks of herbs. That is fortunate that I got hit. Again, if you have infinite, if you have the infinite hatchet, these sections become way easier. Way easier. Like I said, feel free to collect ammo. We're gonna grab this med injector right over here. Go over into the storage area. We're gonna have to repair the armor now. And I'm gonna grab... Oh, there's not 2 herbs, huh? That's interesting. So we do have plenty of room to put a rocket launcher in. So this is the point where, if this is the fight, again, if there's any point where you're having a problem with any fight, you can't use the RPG. I am just not going to use them on most of them just so I can show you kind of what to do. Just note, during these boss fights, if you do see edits like you're seeing right now, it's not because I didn't kill them, it's because the fight just wasn't... The fights are never going to be clean. It's going to take you guys probably multiple attempts to do it, but I'm trying to show at least a decent fight so we can parry this attack. We're just going to plug away at first here. We can parry this attack too. We're going to sharpen our blade. When in doubt, always finagle yourself behind cars. So whenever he jumps up, you have to do enough damage to him or he will jump down. Okay, sir. Move that car out of your way. Alright, sir. Okay. Pair that attack. Now we're just going to be sitting here just trying to shoot his chest as much as possible. He should eventually stagger. Parry that. Sharpen my blade. We're going to do a reload here, even though that is free damage. I'm just going to do the reload. Okay, so he jumps up. We just shoot him enough times to stop him from jumping off. Easy enough. This charge attack can dodge it. You just have to be very... I did not dodge it. Okay. In this animation, as long as you hold F, you'll be fine. Leon will do a dodge, you'll get out of the way, and you'll be A-okay. Now, he should be pretty close to dying here. Alright, so we staggered once. You can use the shotgun, that's usually the strat that I use here, but I'm just testing out the rifle to see if it's a little bit faster. Alright, he's gonna jump. Oh, I thought he jumped up. So if he throws a car at you, get behind another car, crouch a little bit. It shouldn't hit you. Parry that attack, okay. Thankfully that did not hit me. Alright, he's jumping up. This is good. So that means I can just now freely... I thought he was gonna come towards me. When in doubt, run away. There we go. That was a bit cleaner of a fight. You can sort of kite around him a little bit. When biggest and most important thing is that if he throws a car at you, or if he jumps on a car, you have to do enough damage to be able to stagger him. And the only thing I'm doing here is I'm just looking for extra health. That fight was a little bit cleaner than my previous one, so I'll probably just go ahead and show that one off. I have 2 med injectors now, which is good, because I will be moving on to the plant section. The nice thing about the plant section is at least we are able to shoot the plants at a distance.
I'm at the orphanage, Sherry.
There should be some green herbs around here for us too. Now there will be 2.
Understood.
I'll probably explain it whenever I get closer to it. Enemy spawns are a little bit different up here. There will be a couple of BSAA agents, or there will be one BS. Oh my gosh, I can't say the acronym. BSAA agent. That will be in this plant section. That will catch you by surprise if you haven't done it before. Right here, nothing's really changed that much. Just go through the normal pathing. We are going to... Oh yeah, I forgot about the spiders. That's right, that's right. Right here, don't waste a grenade. I want to try to keep all the grenades, anything I possibly can. So I will back up and just use a shotgun on these guys. Wow, they're dropping a whole bunch of shotgun shells. If I was on a normal run, I would be happy as hell about that. Alright, green herb right here. We're going to go ahead and mix that in with the green. That gives 2 med injectors and a double green. Now, if you're taking less hits than me, or if you just went a little bit slower, then you probably will have more. So, I kind of go back and forth. Sometimes I like the shotgun here, sometimes I like the rifle. It just depends on how close they get. Wait for it to open up. Shoot it twice. Okay, usually shooting it twice kills it. It's still not dead. Okay. I just don't get hit right there like I did. I have full faith in you. I believe in you. What I'm showing you right now is that you can get hit a lot in this run and still be able to find it, and you'll still find success. We don't need that scrap because we don't need to craft any ammo. The only thing I'm really doing is there's a green herb back here that will allow us to craft another green, or that'll give us 3 full heals. And I can't remember if right here there is a... No, just ammo. Okay. I thought there was maybe a med injector. Honestly, I'm kind of looking forward to speedrunning New Game Plus Casual. I do want to get into speed. I want to get new game. Oh my god, I can't talk. I want to get New Game Plus Casual underneath 2 hours, and then I want to run, and then that's whenever I want to go into Insanity.
Finally reached the
And so
bottom.
here,
It's one very deep hole.
you can stay far away and shoot with the rifle. So like for example, I know one's going to be like right here, and you can just sit here and hold on, and just shoot away and play it safe. That's what I would recommend doing, or whatever gun that you have. I have the rifle, so that's the one I'm using. Now up here is going to be, we're going to see a weird BSA agent. Always check this. I can't remember if this refreshes herbs or not, so I'm just going to check it to see if it does. It does. Perfect. So with that, that gives us more healing, which is amazing. So we're going to grab that, go down over here to the left. Okay. Now for these ones, I am sort of, there, it's right here in front of me. I'm just blind as hell. I'm gonna blame it on the Dayquil. There should be one right over here. Okay. One right here in front of me again. And there should be another one. Right. Oh, well now you see where the BSA agent's at. Should just be one. Should just be one. I'm just currently looking around because with this current brightness setting, it is making it a bit of a pain in the ass to see him. Perfect. Now I have 4 full heals. And there's going to be our second one. So just be careful on these guys. Because the bullets... Okay, I'm editing this part because the fight, I didn't do a good job of explaining it. And I want to be able to explain it. So we're just going to deal with these guys real quick. Deal with one more wave. Should be one more wave. If you run far enough back, that guy will not hit you. I just have to not whiff shots. Woo! Okay. So the fight. It still has the arms on the left and the right hand side that will swing down. Difference is since we're not going to be able to stagger, or I won't be able to stagger them, that means the main head is going to try to grab us. So whenever we jump down, we're going to shoot it a couple times, and then right here, trying to take that damage, okay. Whenever it does that, that means it's going to lunge at you. Go to the left or the right, and as soon as it gets past you, run straight back over. And then you'll be able to dodge these arms, shoot it again, and then rinse and repeat for this fight. So right here, it's going to think about lunging. We run to the left or the right, and immediately once you do that, go the opposite direction. And watch out for these arms. I'm taking damage, but it's fine. I'm going to probably go ahead and keep this one in. I actually staggered it. Wow. That's a first. Okay, arms are coming down. I'm just gonna, you can parry those arms, by the way. I am just sort of whiffing this a little bit. So now it's going to come down. And then I'm going to take damage again. If you guys are seeing this, congratulations. And then I'm taking damage again. I didn't move fast enough. There we go. Alright, the fight's done and over with. It's not a complicated fight, but it's just getting the timings of it down is the most complicated part. Because as it moves forward, you'll have to go left or right, and then that's probably it's gonna make one of the arms do an attack, and then you'll have to go left or right again, and then in between all that, you'll need to start loading it up with shots. So it's not a crazy fight, it's just more of a pain in the ass. The one fight that will probably take me the longest, and I'm just checking my healing. I got 3 full heals, which is good. fight that I'm not looking forward to the most is, weirdly enough, Hunk. That fight just sucks. So I do recommend, if you have the Mortal Edge for that fight, it definitely helps. But if you can do the skip, do the skip. I do want to turn around and refresh my armor. And I should be able to grab herbs here too. I won't explain the skip. But if you want to do it, if you have extra points to grab the Mortal Edge, feel free to do so. I'm going to save it. And then we're going to move on our way to... Oh, grab the healing item first. And then we're going to move down and deal with the soldiers down here. 1 second. Alright. So now that we are done with that, we are going to head over again to the special agents. Usually in this guide, this is when I would tell you congrats. You're right now at the easiest part. But... the gray section here is a little rough. This part is not particularly hard at all. It's just utilize your cover.
Here.
Go down right here. I thought that was enough to kill all of them, but it was not. There's one more guy. Oh, nope. The guy to the left died. Never mind. So to know if you killed him or not, the door will open up immediately whenever they're all dead. So this guy over here. Kill this guy. Kill this guy. This guy. And one should... Oh, hello. Oh my god, I'm whiffing. Alright, now this guy going behind this cover is a bit tricky. Because that means we'll probably have to go up the ladder and... we shouldn't take damage. It means we'll just have to utilize the ladder. You can use the scope to make it a little bit easier. We're just gonna look to see where he's at. He should be in this bottom right hand corner somewhere. There he is. And then he still thinks we're over there. Now when you jump down, we're gonna stay in this corner right here. And as enemies jump down, we are just going to kill them. I mostly want to get this shield guy, because he is a big thorn in the side. And of course the shield guy didn't go down, the main guy wanted to get down. Okay, if this does happen, since you haven't been in ammo, just shoot his shield a bunch and then he'll stagger. Grab the ammo if you want to be able to sell it for points, but at this point in the run, I don't really need points too much. Alright, we're gonna go up here, hit the stash, repair the armor. Again, at this point, if you want to, skip Hunk, because he is a very, very tricky boss. You can just use the RPG. Let's go ahead and save it one last time before the Hunk fight. Actually, there's a save point now I think about it. We don't actually need to do that. And where am I actually going here? I need to go this way. I am completely... my brain is mush right now. I usually use the shotgun for this fight, and then I'll switch over to the M1 just so I can pop them a few times in between the staggers. So this fight is a very... I want to make sure it is sharpened. I won't be doing the skip, so there will be no skips here. This will be just a straight up fight. I do recommend the RPG or the skip for this fight. So parry once, parry twice, shoot him. So he has a 1, 2, and 3 attack combo, and then he has a 1 strong attack combo. This will be his 1, pop him. This will be his 2 attack, pop him. That's his strong attack that I always can never seem to read. 2, and then 3, pop him. 1, pop him. 1, 2, and then his 3 attack, pop him. 1. You can choose to stagger him. I just usually just choose to shoot him. This is when I'll switch over to the rifle. 1, 2, and then 3, pop him. One. Oh, that's nice. Pop him. This fight will take you some time to get down, I'll be honest. So whenever he does this part, that means he is close to dying. If he runs away, I'll show you what you can do to bait him into you.
Sneaky bastard.
So if he runs away, you can get close enough to him wherever he ran, and you can bait him into you. I'm just gonna safety heal, and then he'll go in for the melee attacks. I messed up that one. Nope. Did not want that to happen. Alright, Hunk, come on. So again, he's gonna run away. You can choose to get up to him, but sometimes you can take damage. If not, you can just crouch behind a corner and he'll run up to you.
Getting a little handsy, are we?
Okay, I messed up that one really bad.
Nothing was
One, pop him.
complete this mission.
Another one, pop him a couple times. Hunk, where are you going? So, if you get low, do heal, because he does have attack that will insta-kill you. Oh wow, okay. This is a really rough fight for me. Okay, Hunk, I really don't enjoy your ass right now. Crouching, we just crouch, wait for him to come to us. And that is the fight done. I am very surprised I did that on the first try. I kid you not, it took about an hour to practice that fight. Jesus. And that is Hunk legit.
Ran into trouble.
Now here,
This guy was one tough bastard.
oh yeah, BSAA agents do spawn right here. So be careful, be very, very careful. And then there's going to be one mirror over here on the stairs that we're going to try to shoot in the head. And we have, let's see, let's go ahead and craft that.
Should be nearby. Time to finally get some answers.
And then I'm gonna, since I'm trying to think, no, in Leon's sections we'll have enough. I'm gonna continue forward. You can go back, save,
There should
and
be just a bit.
replenish the armor. There'll be another save point where I'll be able to refresh armor, so I'm not gonna do it.
Come on.
Alright, Grace's section, probably the most difficult section. You might see a couple edits here if I don't get on things on the first try, but we will be utilizing our Molotov cocktail. And we'll be utilizing our blood collector to craft acid rounds, because enemies here are tricky.
Once I go down, there's no getting back up.
Okay, the nice thing is that, well, if you were collecting stuff, if you topped off your blood collector, you'll be able to craft something almost immediately. I didn't, but it's not that big of a deal. So there's 6 liquors in total that we have to worry about. And usually this crate over here has been an empty bottle for me before in the past. It's scrap. That is unfortunate. Okay, so we are going to save. Okay, so I had to edit a part out here. For a frame of reference, we have some glass bottles. We have a little bit of healing. You can go ahead and get rid of this stuff, which I'm going to go ahead and do. My menuing is absolutely abysmal. So we will be utilizing the Molotov cocktails, the glass bottles, and if you have the gray as needle, that is even better for you. With the rugged rookie charm, even better. I'm just choosing to do this stuff without it. This is probably one of the more trickier parts of the entire run because this part just kind of sucks, and you probably will have to restart it a few times. So we're gonna grab this glass bottle over here. We're gonna immediately pull out a glass bottle because we're gonna want to throw it right over here. We want to bait this liquor away from us, so I don't have a way to actually kill it until I get the acid. Now just hang a left. We don't want to touch the glass. That guy will come down, but it's no big deal. Now over here there'll be a liquor coming down this hallway. If you're fast enough, he should be on. If you hang the left, he shouldn't get you. He saw me, so we're just gonna go ahead and run. We're gonna grab this, turn, throw, and then use the Molotov right here. This will kill the 2 zombies in this room. It did not kill this guy. Okay, sir. I'm gonna have to make sure that I kill this guy now because he does have my infinite knife. And I have a liquor coming at me. So if the liquor does charge, acid, throw, kill. And then now we just gotta deal with this guy. And that'll be all the major enemies in this section. Okay, this guy is being a pain in the ass. Okay, thank God I have healing. I might edit this one out just because it's not very clean. I'm trying to get a clean run for you. Alright. Grab any of the blood that you possibly can. If yours is already topped off, then don't worry, because we will be grabbing the analyzer. But basically what you want to do is you want to molly that section. Now there are no liquors in this particular part coming up. There are just a whole bunch of zombies. So you're going to have 2 choices. You're going to have to play it really slow to the point where you're just going to have to take them out one by one. And this guy's running at me, so I'm just gonna run too. Now again, if you have the Freya's needle, this part will be a lot easier for you. I'm gonna pick up his blood. And then we will be, since the 2 liquors are dead, we will be grabbing. This guy's gonna be a bit of a pain. We are gonna be grabbing the safe over here. Now for this particular area, we're in sterilization chamber. Pick up this glass bottle. This particular code is going to be 80 to the left and then 50 to the right. I am looking at notes because I genuinely have forgotten this code. And then 0 to the left. This will give us, mostly just want this for the stim and then also the molly. You can disregard the ammo, you can completely throw that away. Now, grab this green herb, and we are gonna run back and not have to deal with those guys anymore. And this is where things will get a little tricky because I was hoping to not have to use both of those because
Alright. I'm not dead yet.
I want them to get grouped up so that I can kill multiple liquors at once, but since I wasn't able to, I mean, it's fine. In general, it's fine. I'm gonna save this at a random spot. Alright, if you see an edit here, it's because there was one particular section that just did not go my way. So, we're heading back down and we are going to get the key. We're gonna have a liquor here. Now just choose to walk. It should go over, it should stay over here on the right hand side so we can just safely walk past it. Don't get scared if it does that. It didn't see you. And now it's gonna run up the stairs and we're good. Okay. Well, let's run past this guy again. Again, this is usually where if I had a second.
Be careful.
If I didn't utilize, or if I didn't use that acid bottle, I'd probably just throw it at him. But we also can safely get past this one. It's not a very difficult one to get past, and so that's what we'll do here. Just stay hugged up and just keep on walking. And once we get to this door, we're safe to sprint. Okay, I am going to save right here just so I don't have to do that part all over again in case if I die at all or what might happen. Alright, so for this section, we are going to have to, if you have Freya's Needle, this section is a little bit easier. Since I'm choosing not to use it, this will be a lot of baiting out zombies, killing them. Since we killed the 2 lickers earlier, we don't have to worry about them at all. So that is the good thing. We just have to worry about these guys grabbing us. So we're just going to safely kill them from afar. And then there will be 2 more down over here that I want to kill. I want to make sure not to whiff. These guys take an insane amount of damage. There should be another one down over here too. I'm going to try to make a shot to bait him out. Yeah, there he is. He's just being weird. I want to kill these guys mostly because I have had a couple times in my practice runs, this next room has gone a little bit weird. And these guys did come back to bite me in the ass, so I'm just going to safely take care of them so I don't have to worry about them. Let me go to this door, not down that way. So once you get in here, there's going to be a zombie on the right hand side that's laying on a medical container. We don't have to worry about him, but we are going to grab this blood transfusion kit, and then we're going to grab the orb. Now this is the section where I utilize the Molotov cocktail. I try to get them all grouped up as close as possible. I throw it. I don't want them to grab me, so I'm going to run away. This guy is not completely dead. Okay, sir, you are moving quickly. I'm just going to move around him. These guys can grab me, which I was worried about. But if you have that charm on, you'll be able to survive. And now we're just going to run down the hallway and completely avoid and be done with this entire section. We are not done with this entire section because I went down the wrong way. So now I'm just going to pick these guys apart. Okay, I'm going to need you to not be so quick here on the draw. And if you have Freya's Needle, this will be 10 times easier. I can just choose to bait these guys around. Actually, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, that part got a little bit hairy, but we are okay. I was trying to just run straight forward, but I was scared about taking hits, and I'm going down the wrong path again. Now we just need to go back out. Alright, and 1 orb down. Now we need to get the other one that has about 4 lickers on it. Now in the room, I will be saving in between each one of these steps, just a forewarning. Now in the room in here, we can analyze a document that gives us all the crafting recipes, which we will be doing. And we'll also be trying to unlock as much safes as possible. I believe I missed. Oh no, there's one in here. So me guy in here, take him out. We'll open up that safe, and then we'll grab the recipe for the papers. Sir. Probably should have ran away whenever I had a chance to, but I said this part is just rough. Empty bottles. Yes. Now this will give us the bottle of acid and various items. That is basically literally everything we can craft. So we're trying to craft as much bottles as we possibly can. So this is where, if you need to go back and pick up the blood, feel free. And then we are going to use this safe. Now I did forget which one this was. So this would be 20 to the right, 0, and then right 70, I believe. And this will give us more empty bottles, more acid injectors. Now, I have 3. You can go back and pick up more blood. because we do have 3 spare bottles. If you want to go back and pick up more blood, feel free. Hopefully we shouldn't have to. But I probably would recommend going to this section with 4, maybe 5. So it probably would be the best option to go back there, because this part will get a little weird. Because basically what we'll do is, when you're up here, if you shoot, you can actually bait the lickers. And since we have plenty of healing and we have the charm, we want to bait the lickers up to these stairs. And we kind of want to wait a second, because we want them to group up here. Now if they do get hit by the acid, they will eventually die. Now I'm not sure if one did, it doesn't look like it. So we'll go and use this one on this guy. I didn't want to have to do that, but since they'll be providing us blood, we can be making more bottles of acid. And there's only one more liquor that we have to really worry about. Again, this is a bit slower. It's not quite the speed demon guide, because we're way more safe, and Grace just doesn't really have anything that makes this section easy. Even the Freya's needle doesn't take care of lickers very easily. These guys, pop them. We will be taking out zombies because these will kind of ruin. They'll kill you. The good part is we do have a save coming up, so we don't have to do this part all over again. Now, I do this out of safety. Grab the herb, shoot one more time, just to make sure. Because if you shoot your gun, the lickers will bait, and you can bait the lickers in for attacks. And there should be a zombie up here that I want to take care of. Yep, there's the liquor that I was looking for. Vial of acid, throw, dead. Now you can group up the zombies with the acid and kill them that way too. Alright, these guys in their insane health pool. I'm gonna collect the blood. Why not? And then there should be one more over here to the left that... Oh, he's over here to the right. I want to clear these guys out because I want a clear path moving forward. And the nice thing is that there shouldn't be lickers on the railings. So usually when you come out here, there's lickers on the railings. Since we're baiting everything out, it should be okay. And we also have blood over here, so we can craft one more bottle of acid. Now this should be, in terms of liquors, we have enough to deal with liquors. This realistically, that's the hardest sections, quote unquote, done. At least for Grace. Go ahead and do a safety save. Now that we have plenty of bottle of acid, we'll be able to handle any liquors that we have, no problem. It'll just be the zombies that'll be our biggest issue. But that should be all the liquors done and dealt with. We shouldn't run into an issue. We're not going to open up any of these containers. I thought there was one more liquor, because there's going to be 2 that are going to bust out here, which we can just... You can throw an empty bottle and group them up that way, but since we have an abundance, I'm just going to kill them. There's the final one I was thinking about. Okay. And you, down. And that's it. That's why we wanted as many glass containers as much as possible. If you do have Freya's needle, you can, if you do run out of like bottles of acid, you can kill them pretty quickly with the mag, but it's not it's a little finicky. So I just don't trust it. So I've just been opting to use vials of acid for this more casual insanity guide. And she just simply doesn't have a good gun to take care of anything. Raised needle is like, it's okay for like the gray zombies, but not very good for lickers. So Leon section, perfect. Good news about Leon, it's easier technically, but it's also not. Now usually,
Containment breach. System-wide surveillance failure
I'm just
detected.
gonna keep on going, make sure I didn't forget anything. Sometimes I space brain. Deal with these two zombies up here. And since I didn't go back to the save room, I will be a little more cautious just because I just don't want to get hit. Usually there's, yeah, the liquor that spawns right here. So this guy's a bit of pain. The Requiem does work nice
shit.
on singular liquors.
You gotta be kidding me.
This is the Leon section, so we don't ever have singular liquors besides that one. But now that we're done with that, let's go ahead and grab this med injector. Let's come over here to repair the armor. And then since I have such an abundance, and we're gonna make sure we grab the green herbs. Mortal's Edge. Usually at this point in time, I'll always recommend grabbing the Mortal's Edge just for the extra, what's it called? Parry window times. Okay, well I just got absolutely blasted by a liquor. So if you see me reloading a save, that is why. Sir. Okay. So if you want to upgrade like Requiem, like I'm sure if you're probably using special weapons at this point, so if you want to upgrade the Requiem, you can. I just usually don't. Because I just go for the shotgun. So liquors here, it's not like casual mode. They are a bit more of a pain in the ass. There's going to be one behind us. I'm basically going to be flicking around here, just killing them one at a time.
This must be the room.
One more. See, as long as they don't group up, they're not that much of a pain in the ass. I'm just using the Requiem because it's a bit easier on the singular ones. On the groups, we will be using our stat grenades. We're using that because they will group up right over here, which we can wait. You can either choose to wait to do that, sir. Okay.
Change much. Hell yeah.
More should spawn in here. I guess they don't. For some reason I was thinking more spawned in right there. Alright, more will definitely spawn in right here. We're gonna sort of just wait. We're gonna wait for the lickers, because the zombies are not that much of a threat. Usually the lickers are not that much of a threat either. But since I'm trying to conserve health for the final boss fights, that's the reason why I'm taking this as slow as I am. Usually I just run through no problem and don't have any issues. Well, in casual mode, not insanity. Grab this green herb. That should allow us to... Oh no, never mind. Should be another green herb up here too, yep. Slow and steady, slow and steady. Nothing crazy here, nothing crazy. And we'll also get some more healing up here, which is amazing. And another grenade to make another set of stat grenades, which I will use that. I will not be using the glitch. Don't remember if this is, it's just magnum shot, so I don't care about that. I will not be doing the glitch on Insanity mode, or not the glitch, the strat where you throw stat grenades at the final boss. Again, you're at a point where if you made it through Hunk without the RPG, you can use your stat grenades as you wish, or your RPG as you wish. I'm going to open this up for... Come on, open it up, open it up. There we go. I thought that was something completely different, never mind. This is the part where there might be multiple resets. The nice thing is, we got a recent autosave, so if you need to, just load that recent autosave, because this is a pain in the ass of a room. So I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna throw. Then I'm gonna come over here to this corner, throw my stat grenades. Please, sir. Please, sir. Get off of me. Get off of me. Throw my stat grenade again. And that won't kill all of them, but it will damage them heavily. Okay, we're running to the part where I just need to start using the Requiem. There. Jesus. So yeah, that room, I usually will throw that, try to bait them all into a corner, throw the grenades on top of them, and call it a day. Here, this is easy. You're just dealing with gray zombies. Not an issue at all. Oh, hey. You got really close to me.
The elevator will arrive shortly.
Okay. Before the elevator arrives, you can go do a final save and a final re-ante on your armor. We have plenty of healing. Don't remember, I don't think it refreshes herbs on this very last one, but if it does, we'll buy the herbs.
The elevator has arrived.
So I'm gonna do one more final save, and then now we are gonna take on the boss fights. I do want to see if this does re-ante up herbs or not. If it does, that'd be perfect. It does not. It's alright. Re-ante up on armor. I'll go ahead and use a heal now. Final save. Okay. If you've made it so far, you are currently at what I consider the probably now a way easier part. Simply because the boss fights are not too terribly difficult, especially since we have the mortal edge. If you did the hug fight legit, you will be able to use the rocket launcher on Gideon if you want to, and skip straight over to Nemesis, or vice versa. Use the RPG on Nemesis, make it an easy, quick fight. Kind of whatever you want to do. If you use it on Hunk, in my opinion, these two fights are not very complicated. We will try to mitigate as much damage as possible. During Gideon, it's a lot easier to parry his attacks, especially with the Mortal Edge, and we'll also be able to parry more attacks without the axe breaking. So we're just going to get through this section, and then we're going to get straight over to running to Leon Grace, and then to the boss. To the bosses. Man, my sick brain's kicking in. I feel like Leon right now. Alright, let's skip this. Become Grace for the final time. Again, luckily this part's easy. We can just run now. We don't have to worry about liquors. We don't have Marie to worry about. The only thing we have to worry about is our boo thing, dying on us. Run over to the boo thing. Start the boss fights.
This is finally my chance to do something.
I will be doing Release Elpis, by the way. I still need to do Destroy Elpis because I still haven't even done that ending yet. I'm about to cough. Hopefully, I tried to cough away from the microphone so it didn't pick it up, but it probably still will. Okay.
Leon!
I don't know why I have Freya's needle. Did I pick that up at some point? I just don't know.
Leon!
Okay, so release Elpis.
Please know that you are my hope.
She is my hope. A blind hope.
Okay. This is it.
Skip to confirm, and off to Gideon, our boy. I'm really confused on how I got Freya's needle in my inventory. Okay, so if you're seeing an a edit here, it's because the fight that I did just wasn't the cleanest, and I'm trying to make it as clean as possible. All of his attacks are parryable. That should have been a... I thought that was going to be his 2 attack. That kick is parryable too. And once it gets to this stage, we're trying to continue plugging away. When he goes to recharge, that is whenever I'm going to sharpen my blade. Now here, the important thing is whenever you see the purple straight line, that is whenever we want to run to the left or the right of the line so we avoid damage. So right here, you see the line, we want to run left or right. Whenever that happens, we want to keep on going forward so we avoid the explosive. And then we keep on just plugging away with the shotgun. I stay kind of far away from it, for one, because it's the charm. And 2, because his attacks are way easier to telegraph whenever he is. Crap. Okay, he dropped that, so I can actually use that, but I'm not going to. So if he does drop that RPG, you can use it on him. I'm just not going to. Reload the M1A, dodge this attack. I'm probably gonna get... I shouldn't get hit by this, like, as long as I keep on running.
I will not let those ideals win. Keep it up.
Sir. Alright, you should be pretty close. Wait for the purple line. Runs to the left or the right. Just keep on running. Just don't get yourself into a corner, and you'll be able to dodge that attack just fine. Keep my distance. Parry this guy. Parry that attack. You can parry that attack, but I did break my edge here. I'm hoping that I can repair this. Okay, I was. That's all I was trying to do. Flip back over to my shotgun now, and then I'm gonna reload it. Again, if the RPG drops, just use it. Don't do what I'm doing. I am doing this sort of the harder way. Alright, Gideon's dead. Now we're on for the final section. I usually will use the marksman rifle. And again, all these guys' attacks are parryable as well too. Sharpen the blade. I'm probably not gonna be able to... Yeah, I didn't get it off. I was hoping to get it off. That's alright. Taking a couple of attacks is not that big of a deal here. This fight is pretty easy. That attack is parryable. Shoot one. Parry that attack. And then usually whenever I stagger at one time, that's whenever I will choose to sharpen the blade. I'm looking for the final one. He just has to open up one more time. There we go. Sharpen the blade. And then shoot the small guys. And then rinse and repeat. That attack is parryable too, so is that. I'm gonna sharpen the blade right here. Do a safety heal. Oh, I accidentally... That was a wildly telegraphed attack that I missed. Parryable attack. I'm gonna try to go for the big ones first. Parryable attack. Parryable attack, sharpen the blade. One, two, parryable attack. Boom, and one final, I think there's two more. Parry that attack, and then just wait for this one to bust open. And then boom, fight will be, once we kill these little small guys, that's the fight. Fight is over. Wait for him to grab us, hold F, and then we'll be done. Oh, and make sure you hit the mouse click, or the action button for this too. And there you go. Congratulations. That is the Infinite Ammo Insanity Run done and over with. I'm going to go ahead and skip all these cutscenes. Because I'm just kind of curious what my time was. My practice run was around 3 hours. This is about exact same as I did on my practice run. Okay, well, that is the end of the video. If you liked it, please like the video. Think about maybe subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next one.